Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello to Bronx Sage and other people who have just joined the chat. Hello to Renee. All right, we're just gonna take a minute to get set up here. I have pretty much everything I needed. Ooh, oh, that's a fun fact. Do you guys see that? I'm just streaming with my phone because I can just go overhead view and I can zoom in and out. I'll stop farting around. Oh my God. Okay. Now I'll stop farting around with it. But I didn't realize that I could do that. Just stretch or, drag my fingers across the screen to stretch and shrink the picture. That was pretty cool. Welcome, everybody. My goodness, we have so many people. We have Marvita, Renee, Diane. We got lots. We got Rainbow here today. Whoop, he's ready for the session apparently. Yeah, this is our Reiki live stream for October 2021. I like the idea of once a month. Oh, hello, Keisha. I like the idea of once a month doing a Reiki healing stream on my channel. And it gives everybody a chance to, tune in and join us for like this, well, I guess it's like a big group healing session. I guess that's the best way to put it, group healing. And the lovely thing about Reiki is that it's very intelligent. It knows exactly where it needs to go and who it needs to go to. It transcends time and space, so there are no limitations as to where or who you can send Reiki to. Did you know that you could send Reiki to your past self? Not that you can change the past, but I think the idea here, when you send Reiki to your past self, you're just sending healing to yourself and saying, hey, you've been through what you've been through, but now it's time to heal. As you can see, oh, this is heavy. Oh my God. Okay. I have this beautiful giant rose quartz. Holy moly. One of my viewers / regular clients, I am just extremely beyond words grateful. I was sure to send her an email right away and say thank you. She sent me a big care package in the mail, huge care package. And it had this giant rose quartz. And it had some extra cards in it. It had some treats. It had, oh my God, just all kinds of stuff. And so to that viewer and client, if she's watching, or if she tunes in, later on the replay, thank you. So what we're going to do is use this giant rose quartz. Oh, I can't get over how beautiful it is. We're going to start getting it attuned to Reiki energy. I love to just have my hand on it. It's so, I don't know what it is. It just feels so soothing. And there's just something so calming about it. Hello, Tina. Welcome. Speaking of Tina, have you guys watched any of the new episodes of Bob's Burgers? There's an episode, I watched it last night, where Tina's really, really nervous about giving a presentation or whatever. And so she gets a crystal and she thinks that, I mean, no spoilers or whatever, but she thinks that the crystal is giving her good luck. It was just neat to see a concept like that, because some people really actually do walk around carrying crystals or other little items like that on their person in order to symbolize protection or to symbolize good luck, or to just bring some peace of mind. So I thought that was neat that they kind of did an episode on that. Are we ready to start? I think we're ready to start. I'm going to get Rainbow to lay down. How do I want to do that? Maybe. Oh my God, that is heavy. Okay. We'll get him to just sit back and relax like this. How about? He's going to be using our lovely rose quartz as a pillow while we work on the feet. Thank you, Marvita. I don't remember. Now, I got Rainbow when I was about 7 years old for Easter. And the name on the tag, he was a beanie baby, and he doesn't have the tag anymore, but the name on the tag, I think it said Rainbow. And so I was like, okay, whatever, that's his name. And it works perfectly. Charles is asking, would it be selfish of me to ask for Reiki? No, it is not selfish. This is the reason I'm doing these group healing live streams, so that we can have lots of people tune in and accept this healing energy. If you ever wanted to book a personal session with me, just send me an email, santarosetarot@gmail.com, and we can always work something out that way. But in the meantime, I'm really happy that you're here. And without any further delays, let's get started. And the thing about this, some people have asked me, well, I can't catch it live because I'm working or I'm whatever. Do I still get the healing? And the answer is yes. You can watch this on the replay and you'll still get the healing. So we're just going to cleanse our space. I love using the selenite wand to do this. You don't really need any tools, but the reason I like using some tools is just, for me, it feels like it's strengthening my intent. And the intent here is to call upon, well, my spiritual guides, all of your spiritual guides, to those of you who are watching live, and of course, to those who will be watching this later on. We call on the angels, the ascended masters, the love of God to surround us and to fill us and to bring us healing, happiness, wisdom, joy. Thank you, God, for your guidance, for your wisdom. Thank you for these gifts that you have given us, this gift of healing. All right, and so it is. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go and do a little bit of aura cleansing. I think, if I remember correctly, I didn't do this last time. So we're going to do a little bit of aura cleansing. Now, one thing, for some reason, during my training, I was taught, you see that it looks like I'm trying to pull my fingers off. It's just symbolic of stretching out your auric field, or my own auric field. I was taught to do this during my Reiki training, my master level training. Almost extending my energetic fingers. And what we're gonna do is simply go. Now I'm doing this on Rainbow, but me doing this on Rainbow is symbolic of doing this on every single one of you who's watching, whether that's live or in the future. And what I'm gonna do is just run my hands over the aura, our collective aura. And you'll see that I'm starting to pull kind of away stuff like this. And what this means is I'm sensing that in our collective energy, and of course, this is what happens when you put lots and lots of people on the same planet, right? We kind of feed off of each other. I'm picking up, there's an energy of fear. And to me, in my mind's eye, it just looks like a dark storm cloud. So what I'm going to do is just scoop it up. And then you know what else I was taught to do? Brush it off. Brush it off. And then spirit takes it, and I like to think of it as spiritual recycling. Some people maybe call it transmutation. Taking the energy of fear and pain and isolation and loneliness, and spirit will turn it into love, wisdom, peace, growth, etc. So we're just going to go through and we're just going to pull more. There's all kinds of negative energy in our collective aura, and a lot of times we pick up energy that does not belong to us. We're living in some uncertain times. And okay, that could be said for pretty much any era in history, uncertain times, because, but especially for now, I'm grateful to have viewers from all over the world, but I know a lot of my viewers are from North America. And I don't know obviously because I'm young, I don't know the last time that North America was in this like crazy, state of distress. Maybe during wartime or something like that, but during this pandemic, it's just this energy of fear just hangs over everyone, and stress and uncertainty. And so what we're going to do is just go through and clean this up from the collective auric field. Just pulling it out. You can think of it as it being like pulled out of your body. All right. Now I think we're ready to work on the root chakra. Now, of course, the root chakra is at the base of the spine. Some people would consider it like the crotch area. I like to work on the feet, the ankles, and up the leg as part of root chakra territory, just because these are the lowest points in the body. And the root chakra, you've seen the chakra diagrams, the root is always at the bottom. A lot of people have been struggling, excuse me, like I was saying, with fear and uncertainty, and there's just this really strong energy of insecurity that I pick up. And this is from so many people. Spirit wants us to know that we are safe here. Our circumstances are, not favorable in the least. And what's the best way to put this? Because I'm getting all this information coming in. Spirit's telling me to just tell it to you guys the way they're telling it to me, so I guess I will. Physically, some people are maybe getting ill or kind of in dangerous situations, but the soul is not in danger. Our spiritual nature is not in danger. It's protection. I feel the need to just call on Spirit to send down just this energy of protection. And the mental image that I'm seeing right now, it looks like an electric fence. It's a round rainbow. So because it's a round rainbow, that's symbolic of it being around all of you guys. This electric fence around our collective being. Thank you, God, for your protection. Thank you for keeping us safe during these really weird times. Now, this is maybe a specific message for somebody watching live. It could be for somebody in the future. I really don't know who this is for, but a bunch of people are lately questioning their existence. Like, why am I here? Do I even belong here? Some people don't feel as though they are good enough to be part of this life on Earth. And a message that's coming in very strongly is that you do belong here. Of course, this is a temporary setting. Earth is not where our souls permanently reside. But while you're here, you belong. You are allowed to be here. You have every right to exist in this plane. You have every right to be here and to enjoy your life as much as you can. You still have so much to learn and so much growth to experience. And I don't mean to be triggering to anybody, but I am picking up that some people have really felt hopeless. And I don't know if that means they're like considering taking their lives, but that is like, I am picking that up though. Excuse me, that some people watching this is something that has sort of flashed through their mind. And this is your sign to stay here. You belong here for the time being. You have so much love to experience, and you have so much wisdom to gain. There's so much joy to be had. You have every right to be here. Now, still working on the root chakra, and you'll notice that I was holding his feet. And right then I was just getting all these like spiritual insights, but some people may experience physical sensations in the feet, warmth, tingling, hopefully pain relief in the feet, the ankles. And now Rainbow is very little, so this will just be representative now that I'm moving up his leg. This is kind of our ankles, our shins. Still, I consider root chakra territory. I'm picking up something about shin splints healing. That some people are experiencing soreness in here due to like physical activity or overexertion. This is being healed. Hello to those who've just joined. Hello, Cheryl. Hello to Roland, I think. Anyways. Oh my God, excuse me. And don't worry, I'm not actually sick. I just have a little frog in my throat today. I think I just need more water. Oh, welcome back, Diane. Okay, so now... Oh, hello, Blackberry Sage. You got me with the past self idea. I'm glad that was helpful. Now we're moving up into the knees. I'm picking up that a lot of you watching this there's something about the knees. And okay, our knees, our ankles, they hold our frame. It doesn't matter how much we weigh. Holding a human body and holding one up and supporting it and helping it to move and walk, that is a lot of work for the joints. Doesn't matter what your size is. Even kids get tired and sore knees and joints. Some of you might be feeling it's going to be like a rush of warmth through the knees. I'm kind of picking up it's going to start in the ankles and go up the leg into the knees. Our root chakra, I like to think of it as it holds the weight of our human existence. This is where our survival instinct is controlled. A lot of people's survival instincts, it's like going haywire, and I'm using my, I don't know, as if you can see what I'm trying to draw with my hand here in the air. This it's almost like a graph. Where down here is calm and up here is anxiety. Calm, anxiety, calm, anxiety. Oh my God. We ask that Spirit comes in and fills our root chakra and fills our bodies, our minds, our souls with peace and comfort. We are safe. I'm gonna keep my hand here for a little while. My hands are heating up like crazy. And this is actually a thing I love about Reiki. I can always tell it's working because normally my hands and feet just tend to be really cold most of the time. And when I do Reiki, it's like they are just on fire. It's kind of comfortable, actually. So now we're going to move up, this kind of into the hips. And the base of the spine. I don't usually ask clients to flip over unless they really specifically want to, if there's an area on their back that needs healing or whatever, but we're just going to consider like the tailbone, bottom of the spine there, tailbone kind of area we're working on right now. I'm picking up that for various reasons, some people are not able to sit comfortably. And I'm picking up the sense, there's a feeling of soreness upon sitting down. Something might be out of place. This could be a very specific message for somebody, and I'm sorry, I don't know who. But I'm seeing the image of there's a woman that she sits down and she has so much pain in her tailbone and it starts to radiate up her back. I think something might be out of place. So you might want to look at getting that corrected or just checked out. In the meantime, there's all kinds of healing energy just being sent your way. And not just to that one specific person. This is also for everybody. But I just felt like there was one specific person that they sit down and they get that radiating pain. I'm also picking up something about sciatica. A lot of people deal with sciatic nerve pain. Oh, and it is no joke. It hurts. And so we're going to take a few minutes to allow healing energy and light to fill this area of the body, the hips, in the back, to relieve the pain and to provide comfort. Now we're going to move up, and I'll get Rainbow to lay down for this part. Oh my God. Whew, that's heavy. That's a workout for me. We're going to get him to lay this way now, I think. And we're going to work on the Sacral Chakra. Excuse me, the little small of your back, the little part where it kind of curves. Some people get they got the little dimples right there, little back dimples there. It's in that area. And on the front, this would be the area just under the belly button, the pelvic area. In women, the area where the uterus generally sits. The center for creation. This is also the emotional center, the emotional chakra. In the collective, I'm picking up, well, because this is the collective, right? This is so many people. This emotional energy is all over the place. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting I think, for everybody who's kind of tuned in. And I don't just mean tune into the stream, but just tuned into like the collective consciousness in our world. These are times of hardship and stress. There's no denying that. And our emotions tell us when something in our life is off balance or something isn't right. So we're asking Spirit to come in and send us peace and calm, send us joy, sending love and light to the Sacral Chakra. This is still kind of lower back territory as well, and I'm picking up that some people are experiencing healing in the lower back. You might feel a sensation of warmth, like I was saying earlier, warmth, like tingly kind of energy. I'm being shown some people are going to feel like a sense of heat or something. Well, I guess it'd be kind of right where the tail is here, right at the bottom. And then it works its way up the spine. It's honestly, it's reminiscent of Kundalini awakening energy. A lot of you are going to, and I should make a video on this at some point, the Kundalini. There's energy, it's almost like it's just stored here at the base of the spine. And this is a new stage of awakening for a lot of people. This energy is going to start crawling its way up the spine, up through all the chakras, up into the crown. It's a very powerful awakening, the Kundalini. It's a very intense awakening. Now, since last year, there has been a time of increased spiritual, I would consider it spiritual awakening and spiritual activity on this earth. The energy of our planet, the vibration of our planet has increased to such a point where spiritual awakenings and the release of old traumas and things like that, it's coming up unprompted. So it's coming up just as a result of this higher vibration, not because of any external circumstances, even though our external circumstances can contribute. Spirit is saying, do not be afraid of this. Don't be afraid of this time. Awakening is normal, it's natural. We're all encouraged to awaken spiritually, even though Spirit understands that we all do it in our own time and when we're ready. You are not alone going through a spiritual awakening. You're not going crazy. There is nothing wrong with you. Your soul is inherently beautiful and pure. The way Spirit wants me to think of it is this is a time where people are starting to connect it's almost like bringing their spiritual self down into their physical self. There's kind of we have like our spiritual self, excuse me, some people call the higher self, and then we have like our human earth self. And the two are starting to intertwine. We're starting to embody more and more of our divine self as time goes on and the vibration of our planet increases. This is a beautiful thing. I'm hearing from Spirit, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is part of evolution. We would call it evolution. They just think of it in Spirit as the natural way of things. Growth and change are natural. That's just life. It's essential to life. I'm going to move up solar plexus chakra, just above the belly button. And now keep in mind, sometimes people experience digestive or abdominal discomfort, and especially if you've like been to the doctor, you've had all kinds of lab work done and everything came up physically just fine. A lot of us are going through spiritual work, we're doing our shadow work, or we're dealing with our emotional stuff, and it can manifest physically in the abdominal area just because of the presence of these chakras. So some people are dealing with some IBS symptoms or other digestive issues. I'm picking up that now food issues. Okay, so that can be diagnosed eating disorder or undiagnosed disordered behaviors regarding food, fears and complications regarding food or eating. These are coming up in a lot of people. I'm not really sure why, but it's kind of part of our collective awakening. We have so much to resolve and release. Diane says, is Rainbow a voodoo bunny of me? I so feel this. I wouldn't say necessarily voodoo, but I guess it's like a similar concept. Everything, like Rainbow here is symbolic of you guys who are tuned in. And when I do Reiki personally for clients, he's symbolic of the client. And everything that we do with Rainbow is representative of what is going on with all of you guys. So I don't know if that is like a similar thing. I don't know much about voodoo, but maybe that's one way to put it. The image I'm seeing right now, you know that saying, having a knot in your stomach, right? It feels weird. It just is tight. It's nervous. I'm seeing this knot slowly untangling itself and straightening out. And what I'm seeing, it's like a cord from crown to root, or root to crown, whatever. And normally it's just supposed to be, I'm seeing it literally as like a long cord or a string. It's supposed to be kind of like straight like this. But lately in our collective consciousness, in the abdominal area between the sacral and solar plexus chakras, there's a big knot. I love seeing that the knot is slowly unraveling itself. Thank you, Spirit, for sending us. Oh, the image I'm seeing, it's really beautiful. It's like I'm seeing angels and just guides and light beings. They have their hands out like this. And there's light beaming from their hands. And this light is healing. Thank you for the emotional healing, the physical healing, the spiritual healing that you're sending us now. We are powerful and we are strong. We are capable. We can get through everything that life throws at us. We are strong enough to heal from emotional pains and traumas. We are strong enough to heal from, eating issues. We're strong enough to heal from other types of illness. We're strong enough to heal from mental and emotional pain. Now, just like with the root chakra, Spirit was giving us the message that you have every right to be here and exist in this earth. You have every right now with sacral chakra, you have every right to feel your feelings. You have every right to process your feelings. All of your feelings are valid. All of your emotions are valid. And you have the right to feel them and heal from them, or heal them. Solar plexus chakra, we are powerful. We are strong. We have the confidence to keep going through our lives, the bravery, the courage to keep going through our lives. Life on earth is hard. It's like a lot of people consider it a school. Lots of souls are on the waiting list to get into this school that we call Earth, life on Earth. And Spirit wants me to think of it as like applying to a university or some kind of higher education, because you apply, obviously you get accepted because you have the skills or you meet all the criteria because they think you're capable, and then you get through it. And then, at the end of our lives, we cross over, we graduate, more or less. You have the capability. You can get through this life on earth with grace, with wisdom, and with love. You have the right to be who you are. Whether it meets other people's expectations of who you should be or not. You have the right to be who you are. And to be comfortable with who you are. To be a person that makes you happy. Just gonna get some water here. Oh, Renee says that well. Be yourself. The world will adjust. Be unapologetically you. You have permission to exist, and you have permission to enjoy your existence. So now we're going to move up into the heart chakra. The center for love, openness, compassion, empathy. A lot of us are afraid to open our hearts and afraid to express our love for others, or afraid to even accept love from others. A lot of times it's due to our past experiences. But Spirit wants us to know that that's exactly it. It's the past. The past no longer exists. All that remains are the lessons that we've learned and the wisdom that we've gained. In the present moment, it is safe to open your heart and accept the love of Spirit, the love of God, the love of the divine, whatever you want to call that. The love that we give to others and the love we receive from others is a reflection of this divine love. You're free to open up and accept it at its source. We are beautiful divine beings. Oh, it is so dry in this place. My throat is just... Excuse me. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's an affirmation coming in that Spirit wants us to use. I allow the fullness of divine love to enter me. I accept love freely. I allow the fullness of divine love to enter me. I accept love freely. The vibration of our planet is rising, and this means that people, more and more people, are choosing to do things out of love, are making choices out of love. And this will just continue to happen. The spirit of love around our planet is just going to grow and become stronger and more powerful. As each of us individually transforms from the inside out. Deep down, we love ourselves. We come from the divine, and the divine is love. And it loves us. Myra has her cats around her. Animals love Reiki. They really do. A lot of the time, Now with our pets, it's easy because most of the time pets like to be held and played with and cuddled and you know, petted. And that's one way to send this beautiful energy to them. Sometimes, especially more like wild animals, you don't want to go up and touch them for obvious reasons. You can send them distant Reiki. I like doing that. The neighbors get lots of deer in their yard because they have a beautiful garden, and the deer in our town love it. And often I will see the deer from the balcony and I will send some distant Reiki to them, praying for their safety and just showing them that they're a beautiful part of this earth. Animals are so tuned into the divine. They really are. So now what I'm going to do is take these little hematite magnets and put them on the throat chakra. The reason I do this is because it symbolizes pulling negativity out of our throat chakra. So that negativity, it can be things that we said that maybe we should not have said. Because, you know, people aren't perfect. Sometimes we say rude things or hurtful things. Sometimes it is towards other people, but a lot of the time we say and think the most awful things about ourselves. We would never say it to another person, but yet we abuse ourselves freely. This is coming to an end. And these magnets just symbolize pulling out that negativity. And, okay, I tell this to all my clients too. In the physical body, ears and throat are connected. Spiritual body, this is also true. We have our 7 main chakras like we've been going through, and then we have some little minor chakras in the ears. And so sometimes the throat chakra is affected by things that we hear. Because the things that we hear, we tend to think about over and over, and we tend to speak of, either that's, you know, out loud, or we tell ourselves. So for example, maybe somebody grew up hearing that they weren't good enough, and they, you know, grew up hearing that they were less than others and that they didn't belong or whatever. Eventually the person starts to embody that and tell themselves this. And this has an effect on the throat chakra. We are healing from this. These magnets are removing negativity from things that, well, bad news that we've heard in the world, negativity from things we've said to other people and said to ourselves, and the negativity from things we have been told. You are free to express your truth. And we're living in a time now, like I was saying a couple times there, the vibration of the earth is rising. It is becoming easier to be who you truly are, to express yourself. Of course, we should use our self-expression not to hurt other people, but to uplift others and uplift ourselves. Spirit's saying that this, over time, will come more and more naturally to humanity. But right now, we have to speak up about abuses and injustices and negativity that has been happening for, well, ever in some cases, or generations in others. I'm hearing it is a gift of expression. We're free to express ourselves. And this is like with what we say, what we, some people have online platforms like this where we share, express our views, or ideas. We're free to even go beyond the verbal. Some people express themselves through their clothing or their hair, or through some of their hobbies. Whatever it is, however it is that you like to express yourself, you are free to do it. Just obviously don't hurt other people or yourself. Your truth is valid and is worth communicating. So we're going to take these off. We're going to cleanse them. I'm going to draw Shokugure. Place the power of the universe here. It's a Reiki symbol. There, these magnets are now cleansed. We're going to move up into the third eye and the crown. I like to do these both at the same time once in a while. And Spirit's saying that's what we're going to do today. Third eye and crown. Now, some of you guys might feel pressure or tingling in the forehead or in the top of the head. Some people feel heat. Some people feel like it's almost like chills in like the top of their head. So don't be alarmed. As we work on this third eye chakra, well, the chakra opens up. I always get the mental image of an eye slowly opening, slowly waking up. And this is what we're doing on Earth right now. This is what we've always been doing on Earth. Waking up to our true divine self. And now I'm going to work on this crown chakra as well. Some affirmations coming in. Crown chakra, I am divine. Third eye chakra, I am aware. I am divine, I am aware. You could even say, I am aware that I am divine. A lot of energy is going to start coming out the top of the head. So some people are going to feel really, really weird physically, okay? There might be pressure inside of the head, tingling sensation like in the scalp, almost like your hair is trying to stand up, almost like a skin crawling sensation. So don't be alarmed if that's what you experience. If you don't experience any physical, any physical effects, don't worry. You are still getting the healing. Any leftover negative energy or dense energy that our body is holding on to is going to release itself out the top of the head. So we're going to spend a couple minutes here. It's okay to release. It is safe. It is safe to release old energy. It's safe to release old pain. It's safe to process and release the traumas and the hardships of life on Earth. It's safe to be connected to the divine. It's safe to learn and grow. It's safe to spiritually awaken. It's a wonderful thing. Oh, my ears are ringing now hearing this. Spirit wants us to all, or each of us, to take some really deep breaths, just cleansing breaths. We're going to do 3. through these deep breaths, we also release energy that no longer serves us. Deep breathing can help us to release emotional pain and discomfort, can help us to release anxiety and stress, can help us to release fear. I like to symbolize or think of it as, this is how I kind of symbolize it. Breathing out represents releasing old negativity or old pain, and breathing in is accepting, healing, love, and light. Oh, someone sent me a super chat. I don't have the, oh, Cheryl did. Thank you, Cheryl. It took a second for the message to pop up. Exactly, we have the right to self-care. It's a right and it's a requirement, really. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, put that back. We're gonna set up rainbow. We're going to now, actually, I guess I can have him sit up without a rose quartz. Although it's beautiful and I love using this. I'm so grateful for it. Oh my God, it's insane. Okay, we're gonna have rainbow sit up, and now what I'm doing is basically drawing a big energy bubble around rainbow, therefore around us. We ask that this energy stays with us, and we know it's going to stay with us for as long as it is needed. Everybody might require a different amount of time for the Reiki energy to stay with them, and that's okay. You can never get too much Reiki. It will stay for at least 24 hours. That's what I've found anyways, or longer for those who require it. Thank you, Spirit, for working through me. Thank you for healing us. Thank you for teaching us and helping us to get through this life on earth experience, because it has been quite intense for a lot of us. Thank you for the opportunity to come to earth to learn and grow, and for the opportunity to use our divine gifts to connect to you and to connect to this healing and love. And so it is. Okay, we're all done here. Thank you to everybody for joining the stream. I'm for some reason now it just looks like Rainbow's doing the talking. Yay! Thank you for everybody for being here. Also, just thank you, God, for everybody that I get to, do these live streams and help people, and that this Reiki is just, it's such a beautiful gift. If you guys are interested in learning Reiki, I'm trying to develop a curriculum at the moment, and I will continue to work on it and let you guys know when I've gotten enough done that I could start maybe a level 1 workshop or something. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Spirit, for your wisdom, your guidance, your healing. We're going to take a moment. I like to do this like karate chop. It's like we're disconnecting now. You're never disconnected from the divine flow, but I just mean, for me, this is just saying I'm no longer, Reiki session is done. That's what that means, basically. Okay. Thank you for all of your support, for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and I'm going to see you guys very, very soon on my channel. All right. Much love.